Listen, I don't know who needs to hear this, but stop crying for scraps you are getting from someone while you're sitting on gold. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she was explaining how at her current job, they've decided to reduce her hours, right? Let's say she was working like 75% of the time, and they just told her that they're going to reduce her hours to just about 25% of, 25%. So, of course, that could be very, devastating and disappointing because, she was counting on on that check. But the thing is, she's been working on her own business, right? She's got the plan set up, she's got everything written down, she's got everything from A to Z set up, right? But for some reason, she's in a state of fear of launching, right? And not to mention the job that she's working on, and she's already doing the same thing that she would be doing for her business, right? So as she was explaining to me, the thought came to mind, and I told her, listen, stop crying for scraps you were getting from someone while you're sitting on gold, right? So a lot of us sometimes we forget our worth, right? We forget what we possessed. Because the thing is, the company that she's working for realizes her talent, realizes the wealth of knowledge that she has, and they were harvesting that. But she herself is in a state of fear when it comes to harvesting her own knowledge, harvesting her own wealth. So that's what we need to understand, right? So we need to not forget our worth. We need to focus on what we have, right? I know starting something new is always scary, like especially when it comes time to launch your own thing, to do your own thing. But what you need to understand is sometimes you already have everything lined up. You already have the plan. It's just a matter of, just getting in that car and drive. And that's one of the analogies that I told her, right? I said, you've been building that car, right? It's like you've been restoring an old car and then you finally put the key in the ignition and it starts, right? You know it can drive, but it's for some reason you're still sitting in the garage. At one point, you got to open that garage door, stick the key in the ignition, and step on the gas. Stop crying for scraps you are getting from someone while you're sitting on gold. Have a great day.